Hi everybody, Kent from Oz here, and thanks for watching my video. Now this will be a very brief video just on an update, the May 2016 update on my Filofax Ochre Malden pocket size binder. This is the one that I removed the rings, and I'll show you that in a minute, but I just want to highlight a few things. A lot of it is still the same, but there is just a couple of subtle changes. Now the first thing I want to mention is how the leather is wearing, and the colour and the suppleness of the leather is still very good. The Malden leather buffalo hide is quite soft, and it's wearing quite well. But I have noticed that because I carry this every day for, it's in my hand the majority of times during the day, it's creating this sort of darker patch here, which is slightly smoother where my hand's making contact. So this is my thumb area here, and then of course in the spine, and then at the back as well where my hand is holding onto it. So it's actually looking quite rustic, and I'm very happy with just how it's all wearing and aging really well. So I have conditioned it a couple of months ago, not because it needed it, but just to give it a bit of a freshen up. I used a product called Bio Oil, which it actually is quite good, and I just very lightly rubbed it in on just on the outside area. The leather still has its very classic Malden leather smell, and it's just amazing how this binder is lasting so long. Oh, focus is not happening. Let me try and get it back. Here we go. We got it? I'll keep talking anyway. I'm sure the camera will start to behave itself. So what I'd like to do is just highlight just a couple of extra things, just so that we can see what is happening. I'll just show you the back there, and so we've got a whole range of these different colors coming through. So I'll just go down to opening the clasp, because what I would probably want to highlight here is underneath, where it's hidden and hardly touched, is probably the original color of the binder when it was first manufactured, compared to the lightening of the outside, just with normal wear exposure to the sunlight, and then also the darker areas here where the natural oils are starting to make it darker as well. So there you can see the contrast in the different colors. Clasp I had placed on by a Mr. Minute down at our local shopping mall, and inside, let's have a look, is two Moleskine pocket notebooks. One is a diary. It's an 18-month diary. So actually no, I think this is a 12-month. I think I went to a 12-month. The essential setup of this is diary on that side, notebook on that side, and I tend to washi tape just because I'm opening and using this all day, and that just strengthens the page. And there's a blank one there, and you can see I'm filling things in as the already in advance. And oh, focusing problems again. And my usage is very similar to previous videos. I won't go into it. I just use a lot of post-it notes, a lot of these sticky highlighters for various things, and I think this is the current week at the moment, shopping lists and other itemized bullet lists and so on. On the other side is just a full notebook, and essentially I use it for a few things. The first one is just in the front, we've got a few photos, and we've got personal lists, which I've already talked about before. The back is my, I just write down expenditure, and then in the middle there's enough room for a daily log of what I do each day. So I won't go through too much here, but I do the date and then just dot points for about, I don't know, 11 lines. And so 4 days for the 2 pages, and I just write out just basically what my day is. It's a bit of a notes about my day, mentioning what I've done, not as a journal, but just as a record. Sometimes I do write journally things, and that's basically it. So I've kept that. So from January, which is about to, let's have a look, there, That's starting at January 1st, and I've already used that much, but there's plenty of room left for the rest of the year, and I've calculated the pages, 4 days per open 2 pages, so it will be just fitting in quite well for the entire year. So that system works for me. It's a good record. I don't get a chance to journal every day now, very busy, but that's essentially there. They can be removed from there by just being pulled out of the front and back sleeves that are there, and I've got also a pocket there where my phone can go in. I'm using a Pilot G2 .38 gel pen, and that seems to work well. It's quite fine, and I just essentially write in black. I find the gel pen works best for me. I do, as I said, washi tape ahead of time, and there we go. And each day it's just whatever I can find. I try to vary it as best I can. It's a couple of music ones, some old writing. Oops, okay, let's closer in. There we go. Old writing, and so I'll probably sit down when I've got some time and do about maybe 6 to 8 weeks worth of washi taping and so on, just so that it's there. Now the reason I use the washi tape is that I'm using this every day, and it just strengthens the paper just slightly as well. And so that's really what I'm using at the moment. Malden does have that extra pocket, which I just use for receipts and prescriptions and just different other things there. And the Moleskines do come with the bookmarks. I sort of do those occasionally. I use paper clips just to make it easier, and when I finish with the earlier weeks I tend to clip those together. I don't really need to refer back, but let's have a look where I'm at. So this is this week, and so I've probably got about 5 weeks that I've got access to there, and then that way if I need to go back I can still have easy access to it, and then every now and again I'll just clip those in and then just keep going. It's a great system. It works for me. I'm just really thrilled that I actually feel very settled in how I use this. It works for work and for leisure time, and it's the size of it also is quite convenient. It just has a good feel in my hand, and which I almost every video just talk about. So my ochre Malden ringless Filofax. I'm not going to say it's my unicorn, but I would say it's just the one that really has worked. But I'm thinking that the highlight of this video is just to show you the mottling and the interesting textures of the leather as it's been used over a few years now, and it will last for quite many years. I can expect that. It's really hardly changed apart from the discoloring, and I just think it makes it work for me. So focus on the charm. There we go. That's my Game of Thrones-ish type of clip, and that works too because I don't have to look for the clip to open it. It just while I can open it while looking somewhere else, and it just sort of works really well. It's secured quite well. I've got a professional person to do that. So thank you for all the messages and requests, and I hope that satisfies a few of you. Interested to see just how this binder has ended up over the last few months. Okay, so this is Kent from Oz saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you on another Filofax video.